Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hey, Delta. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now. They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Silver. SOS. 61. Matchbox lights. 36. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Go on. Yeah. Hey, wahoo!
Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
70, Indy. Rock it. He's cracked. Go. 536. Leo. Hey. You got tape. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Hey, let go. Line 36. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And James has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Line 36. You're out. Get it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Redskins 7, 49ers nothing.
Ready, break.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Hey, lock it. Look at me, zipper. 36 to Mike. 5.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard. Line.
Let's go, and the Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No. Slam.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Now! Go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to Bryant. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Set up, 10 logo. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Back 16. Check back 16.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ready up. 55. Check 55. Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Ready? Hey, orbit. 36 to Mike. Watch the run. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. And go.
They'll look to throw here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Geis with a carry on second down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Right there. He can't hang. Let's go. He's not going to get me. Go, go. Go against the mic. You better bring. You better bring.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Haskins will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Don't be scared of it. Switch, switch, switch. Go, go. Watch out. Switch.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get the ball. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Oh, you got deep? 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, this is Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right there. 54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party.
This is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, they're scared. Go. Banjo. Hey, watch that. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 49ers 15-yard line.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Match 5-4. Record. Check 90.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards, down to the 10.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Next the score, Redskins 24, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
High 7. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, check Mike 16. Let's go.
Back to throw here. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's good for a Washington Redskins. First down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Geis.
Check. Let's go.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Redskins indeed leads to a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 16.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, check back 16. Check back 16.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And the 49er first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Come off the ball. Number 6, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Come on, set. 18 Gator, 18 Gator.
Hey, watch the lane.
They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Oh, he bowls over it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Now a run with Geis, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Ready. 10, touchdown. 58, the mic.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
You better bring it.
Alert flare, alert flare. Flare. Get him all. West. Whip. Watch the whip.
On the ground, Geis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
36 to Mike.
Yeah. Mike.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.